Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading. This is a general reading for all Aquarius rising and all Sun, Moon, or Venus placements in Aquarius. I will bring in astrological influences for parts of this reading, so if you're not sure of your placements, simply search the internet for free natal chart and enter your birth date and time of birth information. It'll generate a birth chart for you, including your ascendant, your rising sign. When I do refer to placements in houses, that's going to be based on Aquarius rising. If you have a different rising sign, be sure to check out that reading as well. I've shuffled and cleared your cards, and we'll do a quick shuffle cut so that we can start your reading for May 26th to 31st. Please remember, this is a reading for the Aquarius Collective. It's a general reading, and none of the messages are intended to be personal, one-on-one messages that you would receive in a personal reading. Please send us messages for Aquarius. How can we enlighten and give insight to Aquarius today? Okay, I'm going to pull one card from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun deck, and then we'll start your tarot reading. We'll keep this card out to see how it sort of pulls the reading together. And we have adaptability. Adaptability is Moon in Gemini, other air energy there. And I'm going to read a little bit about it from this book, and then we'll come back to it. So we have the Moon in Gemini. Moon. Okay, Moon in Gemini. When this card is drawn, close relatives, brothers, and sisters will be prominent in the life of the questioner and will always be a part of the response. Negatively, the adaptability card indicates a period of fidgeting during which it will be almost impossible to relax. Well, I'm going to focus on the brothers and sisters aspect because Jupiter just entered your fourth house of home and family, roots, security, your foundations, and it's going to be there for the next year. So that's going to give you a chance to, well, where those particular relationships will be spotlighted in your chart and in your tarot readings. So we'll come back to that at the end of the reading. But right now, let me pull 5 cards. Oh, how interesting, because the Tower came out. Oh, who was that for? I think it was for Taurus. That was their first card. That's going to relate to the full moon that happened about 3 weeks ago, and that energy continues for 2 to 6 months. We'll talk about that more specifically. This is in your general energy. And your focus, Spirit wants you to focus on the King of Swords energy, which is air energy. I'll talk about that in a second. And that happens to be Aquarius right there. And then we have the Hermit. This card is Virgo. This is in your house of surprises, and this concerns personal enlightenment and insight. Okay, oh, the Two of Wands, Spirit message about choices and planning. It looks like you're torn between 2 things, or you're going to be torn between 2 things is what Spirit may be telling you here. We'll see when I start clarifying. And then your final outcome is the Queen of Cups. Wow, you've got 2 major arcana, and these are very powerful energies and longer lasting than just the few days that I'm talking about here in the last of May. And then you've got 2 court cards. Okay, let me look too at the different elements we have. Okay, this is Mars, so there's fire, here's air, here's earth, here's Mars again, fire, and then we have water, the Queen of Cups. Okay, nice balance, nice balance. Well, let's go ahead and start discussing what this might mean overall together in this reading for these last few days. Okay, like I said, the Tower is major arcana. That's long-lasting, very powerful energy. And I think this is very much related to the flower moon eclipse, the full moon eclipse that happened on May 5th. This happened in your 10th house of reputation, status, career, building a legacy, the structure, foundations, and it looks like those foundations are being deconstructed, to use a gentle term. It looks like they're being destroyed. And what this means is eclipses are purging. They're a forced purging, a forced releasing of, or forced release of aspects of your life that aren't serving you anymore. Now, the problem is we don't always recognize when something in our life is not serving us anymore because it may feel comfortable. And we are creatures of habit. We like our comfort zones. And that's why the tower looks like it's being very forceful and destructive, because often people have to be pushed out of their comfort zone. They have to be forced to release what's not working. And since this is happening in your house of career and goals, and then you've got Jupiter in your house of home and family, roots, security, and foundations, I think between those two, we'll clarify in a minute. I think between those two, there's going to be a shift that you're feeling strongly in that area. And this reading is supposedly going to help you, I hope, help you determine what you need to let go so that you can progress, so you can set some goals. Which brings us to this King of Swords. Let me get these, I want to slide around. This King of Swords, the swords are the suit of air, or the element of air, and they represent, the air represents your character, your principles, communication, truth, intellect. And that, well, Aquarius, you're all about intellect. You're very intellectual. You're honest. So truth is very important to you. You're authentic. So this King of Swords could very much represent you in this reading, because the cards are not gender specific. So this could represent you, or it could also represent someone who's passed away, a father figure in your life, or a current father figure in your life that is going to help you focus on what needs to be focused upon, so that you do a good job of using this energy that Spirit's sending you through the tower. Okay, so and this is in your focus area. So the focus area helps you use this energy to bring about whatever change, or bring about whatever manifestations need to be brought to bear in this time period. Okay, then in the House of Surprises, we have the Hermit. Now, I know this looks like a dark and gloomy card, doesn't it? But look at this light. Some sources relate this light to the Star card. The Star card is about wish fulfillment and guidance. Well, the Hermit, he's not isolating himself because of loneliness or being rejected from a group or the world. He's isolating himself because he's choosing to set these boundaries so that he or she can search within. They're searching for their inner light. They're searching for enlightenment, spiritual growth, spiritual awakening. They're seeking truth. So it tells me that when this King of Swords is focusing on rebuilding whatever needs to be rebuilt, using this energy over here, that there's going to be some surprising element, at least one surprise, one unexpected truth revealed. You're going to surprise yourself when you are doing your reflections, your introspection. You may be surprised at something you discover about yourself or about a situation that you're in. Here we have the Two of Wands, and this is in the spiritual messages area. And Spirit is telling you that, yes, you've got a choice here. And I want you to notice the symbolism in this card. Number one, this gentleman obviously has a very secure environment and a lot of stability in his life. He's well-to-do. Notice that of the wands, one is bolted to his balcony or patio, whatever you want to call this, and he's overlooking a beautiful scene out here, which is very inviting him to move forward. The twos in the tarot deck or in numerology also represent a balance, making choices, and planning. It's very important about planning. Not only do they represent planning, but the fire energy, that's wands are the suit of fire, or the element of fire. Excuse me. Fire is about design and planning as well. But it's also about doing that, planning with inspiration. So it's not just like, okay, I better figure out how I'm going to do this. So it's not an apathetic or bored approach to planning. It's an inspired approach where you're looking for creative ways to forge your path and creative strategies to use. It also gives you energy, abundant energy with the fires. fire, enthusiasm, and inspiration. And this is your spirit message. They want you to take, Spirit wants you to take this energy, wants you to focus using the inspiration and planning abilities and sight that comes with this fire energy here. This is telling you you're going to have the energy to do the job that's required over there. Okay, for the final outcome, possible final outcome, we have the Queen of Cups. Now, queens represent mastery, the essence of their element. And this queen's element is water. Water is very fluid, obviously. Water takes the form of whatever is its container. So in this final outcome, it looks like that you may have an open arena or an open venue for whatever change is going to be manifested. Now, the water is about emotion and love, even romance. It's also about creativity and your subconscious. The subconscious then is going to be relating over here to the Hermit. And it looks like what the insights revealed to you here, your inner light, your new self-knowledge, and whatever truths you reveal that the King's energy will use to help you focus, it looks like that is going to help this Queen energy to make sure, well, queens are interested in taking the energy that they manifest from the cups, from water, and applying that to make sure that their domicile, which is in this case would be her castle, to make sure that the domicile is run so that everyone that they care about, that visits, guests, family, friends, anyone who lives there, who works with them or for them, that they rule this domain with emotion and love and creativity. So whatever comes from this here is you're going to use it wisely. And it looks like you're being given an open, an open path, an open invitation for you to decide, you be creative, how this path is going to unfold, how this journey will unfold for you. But let's get some clarification so we can narrow some of this down. Spirit, please tell us why we have the Tower in current energy. Why do we have the Tower in current energy? Well, our first clarification card here is Cups, which of course relates to the Queen of Cups here. You have the water energy. And this particular, well, sixes, the Six of Cups, sixes represent harmony and empowerment and stability. So this is perhaps the memories of a pleasant childhood when there were feelings of belonging and everything was emotionally stable, secure home, well provided for, and a childlike trust and innocence that enjoyed this without the worries and concerns of adult life. So this energy is going to help you with this particular task that you have, or with this particular energy, which is the opposite. This energy makes you feel insecure because it's forcing you to change. And we know that change does not feel comfortable. You're being pushed out of a comfort zone. So this Spirit's sending you energy to help you, help you draw on your reserves of love and belongingness that you might have been raised with or received from some source in your life to help you through what's going to be a challenging time here. Okay, can we find out more about this forced purging and what needs to be released? More messages for Aquarius, please. I'm going to cut one time and let's see what we have here. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. Well, it looks like you're going to be releasing maybe some long-held traditional beliefs. The Hierophant represents traditional religion, traditional education, connection to Spirit. So it looks like Spirit's telling you that, because my question was, send us information about what Aquarius may need to release. It could be that you are examining long-held beliefs or approaches to life, maybe a traditional approach to your career, especially since that flower moon eclipse happened in your 10th house of career, status, and reputation. So it could be you may be looking at the meaning of why you've been focusing on your reputation, what status means to you, what reputation means to you, and your career goals. What's important, what's worth it, what's not. So this tells me very specifically that this particular energy is probably going to be focused toward that. Okay, well, let's move on then to the King of Swords. Remember, the swords represent truth and principles. It's very, very Aquarian. I mean, after all, this is a card for Aquarius. So and the King is a master, but now, whereas the Queen uses the mastery of her element to maintain and create a smooth, nice, smooth environments, nice flowing, well-run environment, whether it's home or maybe a department in your job, or a classroom if you're a teacher, or your floor if you're a nurse, whatever it is, whatever your domicile is, the Queen, any Queen, will use her energies, her elemental essence to further that. The King, however, takes his elemental essence and applies it outward, inward, outward. So the King is focusing all of the talents that his suit brings to him, that the element of air is bringing to him. He is applying it outwardly. So this energy is more about the kingdom. And it could be that when you are re-examining your career goals here and looking at what's important to you, it could be that you choose a goal that's based on a desire or an ambition to broaden your leadership, so that you are leading more people or an important project. But this is going to be applied more outward. This is your current focus, and this is what Spirit wants you to focus on. It wants you to focus on those goals and use your intellect. Examine your principles, your truth, your character, and maybe come into better alignment with your career goals, and remembering that you've got the security of belonging. The people who are important to you and that you're important to, they're keeping you safe with their protective energy, their love, their caring. Okay, so tell us more about this. Spirit, please send us a message about how Aquarius can focus to best use the energies that you've sent him. First clarification card, we have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. Four of Pentacles, it carried to the extreme, it can have a stingy element to it. Notice how he's guarding all of these pentacles, and he's crowning himself with the pentacles. This is someone who values material resources, and that doesn't have to be salary or cash or savings. It can also be property, one's home, car, all material possessions that help you feel secure. So I can't tell yet whether it's hard to tell whether Spirit's telling you that you need to focus more on this and save more, or if they don't want you to. Let's get another clarification card. Let me see. Oh, the Devil. Okay, so they're telling you that this energy, and let me cover up these little naked people. YouTube doesn't like them. This is telling me that Spirit is cautioning you that when you start focusing on your goals and what you want to release and what you want to keep and emphasize, do not let this energy turn you into someone who is stingy or greedy or doesn't share. Don't put, and doesn't appreciate love. Don't put all of your energy into earth and the earth energy and material resources, and at the expense of love and caring. To remember that there are other things, creativity, love, spiritual growth and wisdom. Those are important as well. The devil doesn't mean you're surrounded by evil people or that you're evil. It represents weaknesses, like the devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other. The devil's saying, come on, do this, it's fun, or it's tempting, or it's easy. They're saying, don't take the easy path, don't necessarily take the fun path, don't take the path that indulges you necessarily. Make sure that you choose wisely, and don't head towards someone who's only about status and career and higher salary. Because remember, that eclipse happened in your 10th house of reputation, status, career. And you don't want to put that. You want to have a work-life balance. You want to understand that people are more important. Your relationships are more important. So they're telling you here, be careful. They're giving you a warning. But I want to see if there's anything else you want to know besides that. Oh, look here. Regrets, disappointment. I wonder if Spirit is worried that you may have sacrificed some relationships, some love, and you have regrets, and you are too much in your head. And of course, that's what Aquarius does. They get too much in their head. They analyze things from an intellectual viewpoint. Maybe if this applies to you, if it looks like you may have endangered or weakened a relationship or even sacrificed a relationship because in the past you didn't value the humanity of the love and the caring of a relationship, this is saying you need to get your head out of the past. And instead, you need to look at these 2 cups here that are being offered to you. And remember, you've got the Queen of Cups in your outcome. So this is just a warning. It looks to me like your focus is all about Spirit warning you away from some things, warning you away from being careful not to put work first, to remember that love and relationships are important, and you still have this. You have this behind you. Turn around and look at this. Because you see, there's a blue sky here. This is not darkness. And can you see that there's a bridge right back there? This bridge leads to that beautiful estate, that beautiful castle or palace, whatever that is over there. And the water, the abundant water. So there's emotions and love there. So I think this is just more cautions for you, Aquarius, so that when you're going through this transformation, you don't maybe bounce too far over in one direction, that you keep your balance there. Okay, let's look here at the Hermit. What does Spirit think will surprise you? This is your area of unexpected events. What's going to surprise you? Why is Hermit there in this place of surprises as you work on your goals for this next week? What's going to surprise you? Why is the Hermit in this area of unexpected events or insights? Our first clarification card, and remember this is a Virgo card, so it's very earth energy. We have strength. Oh, okay, this is nice. What's going to happen? You're going to find out that, yeah, this tower is intimidating. It's very scary, but they're sending you. Spirit's going to surprise you. They're sending you divine strength. Now, I want you to notice the kind of strength we have here. This is Leo energy, fire energy, and yet you don't have. They didn't give this card to Mars. This card is given to. Or they didn't give Mars as a ruler, because it's not forceful energy or forceful strength. Force is not necessarily strength. A lot of times force comes from fear and anger. It doesn't come from wanting to manage, wanting to help change something. So look at how this lion is in the play pose, like dogs do when they're ready to play. It's submissive, and that's because she's wielding a gentle strength. See that infinity sign above her head and the wreath around her hair? This is also telling you that you have an infinite store of strength that you can use. And that's going to surprise you. You're going to think, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. When at some point in your transition here from the releasing the old to accepting and developing the newer aspects of you, you're going to think that you can't quite do it. And no, Spirit's going to surprise you. You're going to feel your strength, and it's going to be a gentle strength that you use wisely. It's not going to be forceful manipulation or bullying, anything like that. Let's get another clarification card. Oh, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, remember, Pentacles are about your material resources, your work, your security. The eights are powerful numbers. They take twos, which are about embarking, making your plans as you embark on a new path and making choices, wise choices, and how are you going to do that? What energy are you going to use to do it? They take that power, and then they combine that with the power of fours. Fours are about stability. Now, this is stability overdone right here, but they're about foundations and stability. So they're really a power number. They're about infinite manifestation. When you take, when you are able to visualize what your goals are leading you toward and what you want and how you're going to do it, and you can visualize it, eights ensure that you're going to manifest it. Now, one way that it's manifested is in this particular card, the Eight of Pentacles. You've got a gentleman. Remember, Pentacles are about work and resources, and he's working away, and he's so happy. He's focused totally on this pinnacle he's working on. He's not looking at all the ones he stacked up over here saying, oh, I'm so proud. Oh, I'm so good. He's not looking at this one he's still got to work on saying, oh, I wonder if I'll be too tired to work on that one. He's just enjoying the moment. He loves his work. And now this is in your area of surprises here. So I'm thinking that as you set your goals for your career, that may be expanding your territory, your leadership outward, that you may surprise yourself with how much you like that. Because it could be that you like well enough what you're doing now, but with insight, you're thinking, well, I think I'm ready to try something different. I think I'm ready to go for that promotion, for that job as manager or supervisor or whatever job up the rung you're going for. And I think this is showing that you're going to enjoy. You're going to have talents that also meet the challenge of this new goal that you got, and it's going to give you new enthusiasm and inspiration. Which brings us over here to this one, your Two of Wands. Remember, I said he's got one wand that is bolted to his balcony, and the other one is out there like he's ready to take a step outward. And although he's got the whole world in his hands, he's ready to move into that world. So again, this looks like expansion and broadening your area of leadership in your job. Let's clarify. What do we have here with the Two of Wands? Why do we have the Two of Wands in the area of spirit messages? Why is Spirit sending us a message of the Two of Wands for the last week of May for Aquarius? Okay, clarification card. Well, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. They're saying, well, we're giving you that. What we're trying to tell you is you need to take the creativity, energy, and inspiration that belongs to the fire element, and you need to run with it. This Knight of Wands, he's the second fastest knight. Knights love to go out on quests. They want to be active. They want to accept missions. And then after they return, they want to bring back that information, that knowledge, and give that knowledge to the king and the queen to help the king and queen reign better and rule more peacefully and enrich the lives of their subjects. So this Knight of Wands, that's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to act as a guide. He wants to bring you information that you're going to learn as you are trying out, experimenting, dabbling with your new goals and your new self, your new talents, or improving a talent you've got and you're refining it. And he wants to give you guidance. So the Spirit's telling you that you will have us as guidance. We will guide you in this quest of yours. Let's take another clarification card here. Oh, the Ten of Wands, burden, weariness, but also completion. Tens complete a cycle. So at the end of this cycle, right when you think you may not be able to do it anymore, you don't know if you have what it takes because you've used so much energy working toward everything. The Ten of Wands is telling you, yes, it's a burden, but you've only got a few more steps. And yes, you're going to make it, because this could very well bring you back to that childhood sense of belonging and love and safety and security. And it's waiting for you right there. And yes, you're going to make it. You're going to be just fine. And notice all of those wands are sprouting. They're growing. So he is going to make it. Let's go to the Queen of Cups. Why do we have the Queen of Cups in your possible outcome? So it does look like you make it. And then you've got, now remember, this is not gender specific. This could be female energy here, feminine energy. This could be masculine energy, whatever fits. But the Queen of Cups is expressed as feminine energy, whether you're male or female. And and water is about love and, oh gosh, okay, nines. The Nine of Swords is called the card of never-ending nightmares. So I need another clarification card, because I don't know if these nightmares are coming from worry from over here, or what could happen if you don't take the energy that's given you and use it, focus in a productive way to avoid regrets, losses, and emphasizing your own security too much. Let's look and see another clarification card. Very interesting. But swords are air. They're air element. Oh, Queen of Swords. Okay. So I think what's going to happen then, okay, what I'm getting is that, yes, you're going to be stressed out in this possible outcome with the Queen of Cups. And this, I'm thinking this could be a person. With collective readings, it's hard for me to decide whether it's a person, an actual person, or a person who brings this kind of energy into the situation. But I'm picking up that this is a person. And in this outcome, this person's goals, this person's essence is about feelings, emotions. Your essence is about intellect and character and principles. So you're focusing on this, and in this outcome, this person, your goals don't feel like they're aligned. And so then you are stacking up all of this, these ideas, this information, or these points, or whatever, that it's like, maybe this is not going to work out because of this. And also there's this, and also there's that. So you have all of these different things weighing on your mind, like the hamster spinning on the wheel. And I don't think it's because this person is negative. I just think it's because, yes, the two of you might be clashing. Your energies are clashing. And you don't realize, you don't see that this can be brought together. Now, but I want you to look here. I think the Hermit, I think the Hermit's going to surprise you when you start using introspection and look for inner wisdom. I think you're going to be surprised that with gentle strength, not by arguing or bickering or saying that's not going to work, but by gentle strength, with opening discussion up so that the two of you are listening to each other and hearing the truth of what each person is saying. And you are feeling this person's feelings, and they are understanding your truth. And you're able to take those perspectives and you're able to join them. Because twos can also be about joining opposing forces. I think that that's going to bring you into a situation where this energy here takes on more air energy and is able to see the truth. And this particular queen, she is the card of truth, and she values truth. And I think the two of you together are going to be able to join and see and have a joint energy where you're two people pulling in the same direction with this new truth, a truth that both of you can see and understand, and yet still be individuals. But I still would like another clarification card here. Let us see. And, this is funny. Okay, so first it starts out as you're truly worried. Maybe you both are. It's, after all, this is in this column. So as a possible outcome, you both get very concerned about your relationship. Are we going to be able to keep this working? And whoever this is, they also had eclipse energy in their chart. I just don't know what house it might influence, but they're going through a change as well. So you're both you have insecure footing in the world, and you're not sure what you're facing in the future. You're trying to get this back, this comfort from your childhood, that sense of belonging, and we all hold that. However we were raised, that made us feel warm and fuzzy and cozy and gave us that belonging and acceptance. We seek to either maintain or recreate that all of our lives in one way or another. So at first, you're here worrying. Here comes the possible emergence, joining of these forces. And then afterwards, you find a way to enjoy your conflict. Do you see how these guys are playing around here? You find a way to enjoy the conflict and say, it's okay to disagree. We will agree to disagree, and you even banter about it, and you tease each other about it, and everything works out really, really well. So these are possible outcomes right here. This explains why we have the Queen of Cups there. And I think this Queen of Swords is actually going to end up being the most important. But let's bring back this, and now, and now I see why you have adaptability here. Because the two of you are going to have to adapt and accept each other and compromise to make all of this work. Well, Aquarius, this is all I have for you today. I hope you were able to gain some insight, connect with some of it, find some enlightenment and guidance here. And I thank you so much for clicking on this reading, and I hope you come back for more. I'm going to have the June monthly readings posted next week, and I look forward to reading for you again. Thank you so much.